Hello, cherished viewers. I am currently at a Sayikope in the North Town District, part of the Volta region. This bridge actually collapsed last year, and right now I am here to see the current state or condition of this bridge. My name is Gamo Kekeli Ekuya, but you can call me Miss Kim. So, what's your name? Peter. There go. Mr. Peter, I want to ask you, when did the bridge actually collapse?
This bridge that links the road from Atidome to Dwapon, and it's situated on a river called Aklakpa, and it's in a town or a village called Sayikope. Collapsed, that was 24th of January last year, which became a major problem for drivers or trucks that moves from Ajidome, Sayikope, Mansi to Dwapon for their business purposes, and then market women, and then students that also cross from one village to another for their school activities, and also teachers and then market women. Since this bridge collapsed, it has been a major problem for the natives of the town and then neighboring villages that use this road as a major road to wherever they are going. Let's come to the students. They normally walk on the bridge to school, but since the bridge got collapsed, it has been a major problem that the natives of the town have to find solutions to how the students will cross to school and the teachers will cross to school with safety measures. That they brought canoes that will cross them to the other side, and then also bring them from the other side when they are back from school. And the market women and pedestrians, everybody that uses this road. So drivers sometimes bring passengers to the other side that the boats cross them for the other drivers, and then motor riders to also pick to wherever they are going to. So they brought canoes that fix the students sometimes to school, but initially it has become a problem because they were not having life jackets that they put on to protect them or to help them to be safe wherever they are going. Some are afraid because they haven't even crossed the river before, and it's been a major problem. But for some time, Honorable MP, Honorable Samuel Kujeku Ablakwa brought some money and then some life jackets for the students to be crossing, and how they cross students and passengers to wherever they are going. It came to a time that they have to start to take money from the passengers, but they don't take from the students because it's free. And they cross them wherever they are going, whenever they go to school, free. But for the passengers, normal people that cross, they take 1 CD from each passenger. Until God being so good for us that Highway Ghana came to start constructing the bridge, and they came with a lot of materials. This has been something that has helped of giving hope to the people around this area for some time now. But the bridge has been constructed up to some level. I may say it's almost 85% done because the pillars have been made at both sides, and then the beams have been made down, waiting for the crane to come and just lift it and then put it on the extension at both sides. So that 4 days ago, which was the 23rd and 24th of this month, May, they brought excavators, payloaders, zippers that came to fill the hole that they have dug before they constructed the extensions. Now we're waiting, hoping for the crane to come. Hopefully, maybe this week the crane might come to lift the beams, and then we'll see them on the extensions, and then the work will continue. The metals that will be used to link the two bridges for people to walk on it, and then cars to also pass through on it safely, are at the other side of the bridge, newly brought, waiting for the extension to come so that they can just launch it, and then we'll see the bridge that has been collapsed. It's been well done so that people can, students, pedestrians, market women, drivers, everybody can pass here. It doesn't matter the weight of your truck. So that is where we've reached right now.
I don't even know what to say again because he has actually answered all my questions. But then he made mention of something about the life jacket being provided. So I want to ask who actually provided the life jacket?
Honorable Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa brought some number of life jackets, and then there was a man that also came with life jacket written on it Ecozoil. Some of the passengers are so stubborn that when you give it to them, they tell you someone has putting it on and you want them also to put it on, so they refuse to use it sometimes.
Now tell me about emergency issues. Has there been any emergency issues? Because crossing of river is something, if somebody is in a very critical condition or state and comes here and then there is actually no canoe, how do they do that? How do they go about it?
It's really tough when people come around, maybe people that are very ill, and then pregnant women that cross to neighboring village to deliver their babies. There was an incident when a woman came here, and then due to delays in the crossing of the river, she came to deliver at the riverside, and then they have to take her back to the to her village. And then when, let's say, they even manage to cross the river and there's no motorbike here in the night or car here to take them to wherever they are going, it might cost their lives. Because the other time, about 4 weeks ago, a man that was sick, very ill, was brought here and he nearly died because of that. Because people to cross the river was so aggressive that how to even cross it, if you are not old, you cannot even paddle the canoe. So that is one problem we are facing here.
So has there been any issue where maybe somebody actually falling into the river or a canoe being collapsing into the river? Let me just put it that way.
Okay. There was an incident when there was one motorbike that was with a lady on it from Juapon side. Because he was ignorant about the situation on the ground, he was riding with that speed and then they fell from the top into the river. God being so good, there were some children here who knew how to swim, and then they took them out of the river without being hurt, and they also brought their motorbike out for them. Incidents that happened when there were passengers in the canoe, because they didn't sit well to balance the canoe, it got drawn, and then we have to rush and then take those people out. So these are some of the difficulties we are facing here.
I can say most of the canoe riders here, they are just young boys. So are they students, or mean that they've actually left the education for this work, or what is actually going on, since most of them here are just young boys?
Some are school dropouts, and some are also schooling, and some are not schooling, they are also not school dropouts. But we've scheduled it to the extent that students come here after school to find their daily bread, and then also during weekend to work to get something to go to school. Since this place is a village and it's only farming activities that go on here, there's no companies here that they work, their parents working, they face it difficult to find money to pay school fees, feed themselves at school. So it has become an opportunity for some of the natives of this town to work here and get something into their pocket.
Okay, so of course, like he said, most of the boys here are students, but then they've made it in a way that they have to go to school, come back before they come here to do this kind of thing. And then some are also dropouts, and some are also not students at all. So of course, this is the actual state or condition of the Sayikope Bridge, the advantages, the disadvantages, and everything about it. Yes, this is actually the current state or condition of the Sayikope Bridge. We've heard and we've seen a lot. We're hoping by the year ends, something will be done about it, or it will actually come to its normal state. Miss Kelly, Sayikope.